Welcome to this peaceful place. I have a collection of thoughts that I would like to share for your amusement, just because I can. Just because I can share. You know, I sometimes find myself not really appreciating what I have. Or not sometimes, quite often actually. But then I can think back on so-called good old days, you know, and really appreciate what I had. And glorify these good old days, like it was better before. It wasn't. I didn't appreciate it back then either. But now I appreciate what I had. I might as well go back to what I had and appreciate it now. So often I find myself having such a big issue making a decision. It should be like the smallest thing, like should I bring the backpack or should I not bring the backpack? Should I walk to the market or should I take my bike to the market? Should I eat at a restaurant? Should I go to the market and just buy a bunch of bananas? You know, all these things. And whenever I can't really make up my mind, I think I have come to the conclusion that if a decision is hard to make for me, it is usually because I don't really care. Whatever I choose, I will be fine with it. That's why it's a hard decision, because you have two equally good options. I might as well just flip a coin. Sometimes I think that I need to upgrade something, like to improve something, because I'm not fine with what I have or the way I am. And this is not entirely true. I am usually fine with what I have, but I need to change something to realize that. I was fine living in Norway, but I had to move to Thailand to realize that. I was fine with my old bicycle, but I had to buy a new one to realize that. I was fine having no computer, but I had to buy a computer to realize that. I'm also fine with the new things. I'm also fine in Thailand, fine with my new bike, I'm fine with my computer. But it's interesting. We need to take a long way to realize that we were fine all along. I have this big bunch of bananas there, here's one of them, and just made me think like how this banana got to me right now where I am. Like, what a process. That nature grows this banana, somebody observed it for a long time and decided now it's ready to take it down, and they cut down the bananas and brought it to the market, let them ripen because I want them ripe, and at the exact right day I went to the market and found this big bunch of bananas and I bought it. That is amazing. And then you can take it to something bigger, like a pizza. How much need to be perfect for the pizza to reach my plate? Like the wheat flour has to come from wheat, somebody has to take care of all that. It's a big process, and put it all together into a big concept of a pizza and put it on my plate. This bicycle, somebody has to decide, let's create bicycles and sell them, and everything has to be perfect. There's so much need to be exactly the right way for me to get my bicycle here today in this beautiful, by this beautiful lake, so I can ride it to this beautiful lake. And then it makes me think, that it couldn't be any other way right now. This banana couldn't have been any other place right now. Tomorrow it might be any other place. And yesterday, today could have been. Everything was open yesterday for today. But right now, this is the only place it can be. Isn't that ever amazing? You know, I read so much books with the intention of learning, or I interact with so much people with the intention of I can learn something from them. But the only thing I learn that really matters are the things like when I read a book and there's something in it that causes me to remember that I already knew this. So I don't really learn. The things I learn is just intellectual stuff, and those are more for me being entertained by the mind. And the things that really matter for my growth I already actually know on some level. I don't think I can explain it in any better way. When I think back at my childhood, I remember how I used to manifest things like toys or wherever. Like I looked at this, like these catalogs, magazines, like of toys, and I want that keyboard, whatever it could be. And I can't remember that I once didn't get it. In any other way that I stopped wanting it. But if I really wanted it, I could think of, and I believe that I could have it, of course. I could think about it and think about it and think about it, and I knew that it could be on its way. And then when I finally got it, thinking back now, it was never as much fun as actually manifesting it. It was more fun to manifest things that I wanted than to actually have it. They were never actually what I wanted. It was weird, right? But I got them. And it's quite logic if you think about it. The reason you get it is because you believe you can get it. If you don't believe how you can get it, like, how would you ever persist in getting what you want if you don't ever even believe that you can have it? So I didn't get everything I wanted, because most of the things I didn't believe I could get. But what I believed I could get, I think I got it. Or I realized halfway that no, I don't care about this. I don't want it anymore. But manifesting it, the journey, was always more fun than the actual fulfillment of the goal. Because then you just set a new goal. It's the going after the goal that is fun. It's like, I want to run a 4-minute mile, whatever. It's awesome as long as you're chasing that goal. Once you achieved it, what will you do about it? Brag about it or feel good about it for some time, but no, you set a new goal. That's how it is. I'm not saying you won't use the things you manifest and appreciate them fully, but I always needed something new to work towards. That's interesting, right? You know, every day I tell myself, let's go to some place where it's more nature, more peaceful, more quiet, more nature. And I can't help asking myself the question, what the heck am I doing in Chiang Mai? Why do I not just go to a place where it's always nature, peaceful, quiet environment? I wonder how old I was when the first time became aware of that I am thinking. I mean, we always use the phrases like, I think I want to go to sleep, or I think I want to go home. Not realizing that what we're doing is thinking. Like, I see something, like this camera. That's a thought. I'm not sure I see it, and if I saw it, it wouldn't be a camera anymore. How could it possibly be a camera without me thinking it's a camera? It would just be. So I wonder, how would my life have looked as a kid if I had started reflected on that I'm actually thinking? Maybe I did, but I just don't remember. After all, I don't know anything until I remember it. Until I think about it. I'm thinking. I don't know where thoughts come from. I have no idea. I thought for some time that you can learn how to control your thinking. I think actually somebody said that. I think I would like to know how that works. Thoughts comes and go. I have no idea how it works. I don't know where they come from. And it's just as much a part of this as anything else. Why would you control it? The only thing you can be is aware of it. That's the closest thing you can come to control it. But would it be possible to be aware of everything? All your thoughts? Wouldn't that deprive you of the whole thing? To actually be aware? It must mean that you can be not aware as well. I'm not sure. I guess it's possible. But not practically possible. How would I know? I wouldn't want to try. Control everything. I mean, it's quite exciting. I have no idea what my next thought will be. I have no idea what will happen here in the next moment. It's just totally out of my control. I can direct my thoughts, like, but I don't think I can control them. They're not me. I can listen, just as I can observe this. End of thoughts for today. You would think, yeah. You would wish that would be true, yeah. Thank you for watching.